Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EOS. It's 1090 Jake, man. I'm rocking with y'all, y'all rocking with me. And for this video, we're going to be speaking on Philly rapper PNB Rock getting gunned down in Los Angeles after being robbed for his jewelry. September 12, 2022, the Los Angeles Police Department would receive a call at 1:26 in the afternoon reporting a person had been shot at the Roscoe's House of Chicken and Waffles. The restaurant was located at the intersection of Manchester Ave and Main Street with a reputation of being one of the deadliest of several Roscoe locations, as it was centered around multiple gangs and gang sets such as the Main Street Mafia Crips, Mad Swan Bloods, 8-7 Gangsta Crips, and the Hoovers. The Hoovers' deadly reputation has been circulating after rumors linked the LA gang to the recent shooting of Quando Rondo, who cut ties with the Rolling 60s Crips after his friend was executed in front of him. The Hoovers' hands are also stained with the blood of Pop Smoke after a 15-year-old member was identified as the shooter. With all that being well known to LA natives, those from LA knew how deadly that restaurant was. 11 minutes after 911 was called, police responded to the scene advising a male victim had been shot multiple times in the chest. It was further advised he was still breathing and still conscious as an ambulance was en route. 4 minutes later, police would advise over the radio they were looking for a suspect wearing a purple mask, last seen running eastbound from the location. The victim would be rushed to a nearby hospital, and only 33 minutes after the initial 911 call, the victim was pronounced dead. A graphic video would make its way to social media showing Philly rapper PNB Rock laying face down in a pool of his own blood inside of the restaurant as those nearby stood shocked and panicked. Rock's last post to Instagram would show him riding in a vehicle as his girlfriend drove, and a screenshot of his girlfriend's Instagram would show she had taken a picture inside of the Roscoe's restaurant, even going as far as tagging the Roscoe's location. She'd delete the post soon after. Witness reports would claim a man walked into the restaurant, immediately approaching Rock before a verbal altercation ensued. It said the man was demanding the rapper's jewelry, and when his demands weren't met, he opened fire. But even after shooting Rock in front of an entire restaurant, the suspect still took the time to remove Rock's jewelry before running outside and getting into a dark-colored getaway vehicle that had been waiting for him in the parking lot. Within the graphic video, you can see Rock wearing the same shirt he's seen with in his last Instagram post, but his chains, the watch on his right wrist, and his ring are all missing. The 30-year-old rapper, born Rakeem Allen, will be publicly pronounced dead hours later as celebrities and fans mourned and expressed how unnecessary his death was. Many have taken to blaming his girlfriend for dropping his location, while others understand the call could have been made from anyone that recognized either of them in the restaurant. In such close proximity to multiple gangs, it would have taken a matter of minutes for two men to get in a car, pull up, and commit the brazen murder robbery before escaping just as fast as they came. In an interview with DJ Academics, PNB Rock would detail a past incident in which he was pressed by LA gang members. Rock would express not needing security because of his upbringing, in which he feels aware enough to move around, as he was once the one doing the hunting. He'd also clarify he'd never been robbed in his life. The two would discuss the bold, broad-day LA robberies and the new generation's careless acts of violence. The interview would carry an eerie essence as the conversation would become PNB Rock's exact cause of death, showing no matter how aware or prepared you think you are, you never know who will fall victim next, including yourself. Rock was born in the Germantown neighborhood of Philly and would feel the effects of the hood as young as 3 years old when his own father was murdered. By 13 years old, he'd find himself in a youth detention program for committing robberies and fighting in school, and by 19, he'd be sentenced to just under 3 years in prison. Rock would leave prison only to become homeless before becoming a father to a little girl at 21. Paying homage to his hood, Rock added PNB to his name, which stood for Pastorius and Baton, the street corner he grew up on. Philly's district attorney would recently name the PNB gang as facing a possible future indictment as the city is targeting gangs in an attempt to combat the rising murder rate that's left over 400 dead in 9 months in Philly. Rock was able to escape the city's bloodshed, moving to LA to further his music career, and having a second daughter with his girlfriend who was with him at the time of his death. There have been no suspects named so far as the realization sets in throughout the hip-hop community that another young man who beat the odds was tragically gunned down. Now this is such a senseless death, and to hear that LA strikes again, I mean, from my understanding with the taxes and everything else, everybody's trying to move out of California. You know what I'm saying? At least anybody with some money. For me, when I was younger, I looked at Robin like, oh, that's gangster. Like, yeah, we taking that from him. We took that from him. We did this, we did that, whatever. Now, I look at it for what it is. It's some bum shit. PNB Rock was killed because some broke motherfucker in LA wants to pawn his jewelry. They're not gonna keep it, they're not gonna wear it, and after killing him, they're damn sure not gonna make a video saying, hey, I got your chain, come buy it back. They're gonna try to sell it, and they're not gonna get shit for it. The ones responsible for Pop Smoke's death, you know, one of them basically admitted to what happened, said the 15-year-old is the one that shot him, said he was mad at the 15-year-old for doing it, and the details came out that Pop Smoke was shot with a 9mm Beretta, and the Rolex watch that was taken from him, a bust-down Rollie, which could have been anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 when Pop Smoke bought it, was sold for only $2,000. So you got a group of kids, I think it was maybe 4 or 5 people that did it, and all y'all got out of killing Pop Smoke was selling a fucking Rolex for $2,000 and splitting it 4 or 5 ways. With my own case and the case that sent me to prison, and the fact that I'm now making legal money, I've learned a new appreciation for people that work for what they have. Because now I appreciate what I have and what I've worked for in a different way that I didn't before. Because when I was younger, I had nothing. And that's why these rappers and successful people need to avoid the areas where people have nothing. Because over there, life is meaningless. It's fucking cheap. That's why it gets snatched so fucking fast. In LA, it isn't even in just the hoods. The crimes have come over to the nicest parts of LA. Beverly Hills, fucking Rodeo Drive. You got people that make millions of dollars doing whatever, you know, jewelry owners, actors, fucking whatever it is, right? Eating lunch outside and masked gunmen are walking up, taking the Richard Milles off their wrist, doing whatever. That's how hungry they are where they're from. They're fucking starving to the point that they gotta go in other neighborhoods and fuck those neighborhoods up because they need to eat. And there's not even logic behind what they're doing. It isn't like it's a hustle like scamming or something else where you just keep making money. These dudes are doing this shit, getting booked, getting taken off the street forever, or they're doing it, getting away with it, but the money that they're making at the end of the day isn't even enough to get out of the hood. It doesn't make any fucking sense. And you know, even for me, situations like this makes me self-reflect on some of the things that I do. When it's me that goes into a certain hood or where I'm wearing my chain in a certain place, it makes me not even want to fucking wear it. Because I know that there's people out there willing to die for it and to kill over it. And it isn't worth that to me. It isn't worth losing my life and the years that I can spend with my daughter and my family. It isn't worth that to me. And I've got other valuables. I've got other things that mean the most to me, but this is just what I show y'all. This is just what people see. I'm not gonna tell y'all if I'm buying houses. I'm not gonna tell y'all if I'm buying cars or buying anything else. I keep my personal shit personal and private, how I feel I'm supposed to. And like I said, it's only a trophy. If you know the value of diamonds, what you paid for isn't what you're gonna sell it for. You can go and buy a fucking $500,000 chain. You're not gonna be able to sell it for $500,000. It's worth what it is to you because it's something that you worked for. But none of this shit's worth dying over. And to see another rapper that beat the odds, that made it out, that left prison homeless, same shit with me. Got out of prison, I was 20, he was 19, I was homeless, he was homeless. We went home without a home to go to. He made it out, I made it out. And he had to die on camera. And with that being said, I hope y'all watching this video can really see the bigger picture. But hey, it's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all rocking with me. Till next time.